Watching DD India News Hour, India's voice to the world. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. Coming up in the next hour. Initial lead suggests a close fight between the BJP and the Congress in Haryana. The INDI alliance ahead in Jammu and Kashmir. Memorials mark the anniversary of the Hamas attacks in Israel as fighting intensifies in West Asia. The US state of Florida braces for Hurricane Milton. Locals told to follow evacuation orders. And the European Space Agency launches a spacecraft to investigate an asteroid already rammed by US Space Agency NASA. It will test whether small planets can be deflected from a collision course with Earth. After a high-octane election campaign in Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir, it's time now for counting of votes and the results. All right, let's get you the latest election trends from Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir. We'll pull up some graphics just for you. It's been a little over 2 hours since we got you the early trends. These are the trends coming in from Jammu and Kashmir, where trends are available for all 90 seats. The BJP leading on 22, the Congress on 8, the NC on 42, PDP on 2, and others are leading on 16 seats. That's the current leads insofar as all 90 seats in Jammu and Kashmir are concerned. I repeat, the BJP leading on 22, the Congress party on 8 seats as of now. The NC is ahead on 42 seats. PDP gets about 2 seats and others are leading on 16 seats. That's the current lead tally insofar as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned. Moving to Haryana, it's 5 minutes past 10 a.m. and the leads are as follows. All 90 leads available now. The BJP leading on 46, clearly ahead of the Congress, which is at 38. Aam Aadmi Party is still to open its account. The JJP same at 0. The INLD leading on 1 and others on 5. The big news we are tracking at 5 minutes past 10 a.m. The BJP leading in Haryana on 46 seats, followed by the Congress on 38. That's the leads coming in from Haryana, all 90 seats. The BJP clearly ahead at this moment at 46 as compared to 38 for the Congress party. All right, time to bring in my colleagues who are reporting from the ground. Joining me from Srinagar is Shabbir Dar. Siddharth Bharadwaj is at Panchkula in Haryana. And with me in the studio is veteran journalist Mr. R. Rajagopalan. Gentlemen, welcome to this broadcast. Let me first go across to my colleague Shabbir in Srinagar. Shabbir, it's been, 2 hours and counting since the counting of votes began. Fill us in on the latest you are picking up.
Yeah, the latest trends, the trends as we have right now is showing that the National Conference is, going to get, a comfortable score. Like they are heading towards the majority, and we have already the National Conference and Congress alliance here. So the National Conference is leading, in like 42 seats, and Congress is leading in 7 seats as of now. So this clearly shows that National Conference and the Congress are going to get the majority in the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly, the BJP is, equally doing, fairly well in Jammu. They are leading in over, 20 seats. And which shows that the National Conference is going to emerge as the single largest party, followed by the BJP. So definitely it is going to have a, fractured mandate, in the, in Jammu and Kashmir Assembly, as the trends are showing right now.
Shabir, stay on. I'll go across to Siddharth in Panchkula. Siddharth, in the last 1 hour or more, the tables seem to have turned. The BJP ahead on 46 seats in Haryana. What are you picking up?
Well, definitely, Ramesh, as the early trends suggest that BJP is now leading on 46, which is a majority mark in the 90-member assembly constituency. And you certainly said that right. That tables have turned in the past. An hour ago, Congress party was leading, and BJP was trailing on number 2. But now BJP is at number 1, and leading on 46 seats, which is, like I mentioned, is a majority mark. So clearly, that sets a foundation stone for the BJP.
Right,
going
Siddharth,
ahead
do
in
hold
the
your
counting,
thoughts there. Let me get our viewers some breaking news on this broadcast. The BJP is on course for a hat-trick in Haryana. The BJP clearly ahead of the Congress in Haryana on 46 seats and counting. The BJP moving well past the majority, the halfway mark in Haryana, and is leading on 46 seats at the moment. That's the election. Big breaking here on DD India. The BJP clearly surging ahead in Haryana, and we'll keep track of that for you. But in the moment, let me go back to my colleague Siddharth. Siddharth, do finish making a point there.
Definitely, Ramesh, you were right that, we were talking about the early trends, and now you just told the viewers that BJP is leading on 46 seats, is all set, to make its government for the third term, as per the trends are right now saying, and tables have certainly turned in last 1 hour where Congress party was earlier leading, and right now the BJP is clearly ahead of the Congress party. The competition here is between both these two parties, Congress and BJP. And now earlier it was somewhat the Congress got an upper edge when it comes to the counting. But right now, as per the latest trends, the Congress is leading, Ramesh.
Right, so Siddharth and Shabir, do stay on. Let me bring in my guest joining us on this special broadcast, Mr. R. Rajagopalan. Mr. Gopalan, welcome to this broadcast. Now, 2 or 3 quick takeaways. One, the INC and NC alliance in Jammu Kashmir is ahead, number 1. Number 2, the BJP has surged ahead of the Congress in Haryana. And 3, I think the exit polls got it wrong in Haryana.
Of course. And it goes to the credit of Mr. Narendra Modi because of his governance and the amount of fake news spread by the Congress and, local leadership of Congress like Bhupender Singh Hooda and others about the Agniveer, about the success story of, the sports persons and also the farmers bill. These 3 played a major role, but Congress spread fake news, Ramesh. The point is, Mr. Modi, Amit Shah, Nadda combination had worked, and moreover, the right time, the Prime Minister took Mr. Manohar Lal Khattar into his cabinet in the Union government and changed the scenario in Haryana. Therefore, can I share certain important information with you?
Absolutely.
During the early days of Mr. Narendra Modi as General Secretary of the BJP, I have seen him when Mr. Jana Krishnamurthy, L.K. Advani were presidents of BJP. Haryana was the main focus for Mr. Narendra Modi as a General Secretary in charge. And he has known each and every village. Even during the Corona time and subsequent time also, he was focusing only on Haryana. So Haryana paid dividends. It's a personal victory to Mr. Narendra Modi. Hats off to him. And second thing, the way in which the election campaign was conducted. Freebies. Congress spread a lot of rumors. Congress spread a lot of fake news. So even otherwise, in totality, comparing Jammu Kashmir and Haryana, Congress is coming down. Regional aspirations and regional parties, regional satraps are pressurizing Congress to go down further and ensuring that BJP is coming up. That is what I could summarize, Ramesh.
Indeed, very interesting points you make, Mr. Rajagopalan. And Mr. Rajagopalan was pointing out there, he said it's a personal victory for Mr. Modi and also for the Modi, Shah and Nadda combined.
Okay.
And he says it was a good move on the part of the BJP and Mr. Modi himself to move Mr. M.L. Khattar from Haryana into his cabinet in the government. And that seems to have paid dividends for the BJP in Haryana. That's a big breaking we are tracking here on DD India News. The BJP well past the halfway mark in Haryana, leading on 46 seats. The Congress coming a distant second at 37. The INLD just about barely opening his account at 1 and 6 to the others. That's the leads coming in on 90, all 90 seats in Haryana. I repeat, the BJP leading now on 46, followed by the Congress on 37. The BJP therefore well past the majority mark in Haryana on its own. Trends now available for all 90 seats in the state. The JJP and the Aam Aadmi Party yet to open their account in Haryana. As I mentioned, the BJP well past the magic number of 45 in Haryana, clearly surging ahead past the Congress, which is now at 37. The BJP ahead at 46. See, that's the news we are tracking here on this special
marks,
broadcast.
Ramesh.
Sure.
It will cross 50 marks. My understanding is, having toured Haryana in length and breadth of Haryana recently, I would say that it will cross 50, because why I am saying Congress will 37 will come down. And second thing, the independents, those who came out of BJP, they will again come back to BJP and support the BJP. It comfortably we can, at least I can, as a news person who has covered Parliament and also Haryana general elections, I can take a risk of saying BJP will touch 50 marks, and Congress has been, it's not decimated. Rahul Gandhi magic did not work.
Let's delve a bit in detail about the issues that we raised, Mr. Rajagopalan. You spoke about how the Congress was engaging in disinformation campaign
Fake news.
throughout the election.
Don't give diplomatic thing. Fake news.
Fake news.
They created fake news. About, during general election, he took the way of, constitution, etc., Rahul Gandhi. But now, Agnivir, the way in which they spread Agnivir disinformation, Congress did an anti-national thing in the, Haryana. I should take the risk of saying that, because the farmers' agitation, the crux is Punjab. But, Haryana, because of Mr. Manohar Lal Khattar's leadership, the Punjab Sardars could not cross over to Delhi. Otherwise, the Chingur border would have been there. Apart from that, the administration was good. Manohar Lal Khattar gave a leadership through Mr. Narendra Modi. And moreover, during the early days of Mr. Manohar Lal Khattar and Narendra Modi, they used to travel in two-wheelers. Ramesh, I have seen them. I have seen them in coming to 9 Ashoka Road. In the entry, the police will block them. Still, it's fresh in my memory. So, such a hard work they have done both. And even Mr. Manohar Lal Khattar winning landslide victory in Sonipat and coming to Parliament from Haryana and becoming the Union Minister for Urban Development is a great one. So, therefore, the combination worked. Congress fake news failed in 3 accounts: Agnivir, the spokespersons, farmers issue.
Right. So that's a very interesting take there, Mr. Rajagopalan. He's saying that the Congress's disinformation campaign has fallen flat on its face. The BJP is surging ahead, and he says it will cross the 50 mark in a short period of time as we go forward. Let me bring in my colleague Siddharth Bharadwaj, who is standing by in Panchkula, Haryana. In the meantime, we're getting these latest trends and leads from various constituencies. Fatehabad, for instance, where we're getting the early leads as well. We'll pull up those graphics again for the benefit of viewers joining on. All the seats of key contests taking place there. In Ladwa, for instance, where Nayab Singh Saini, Chief Minister, is leading against Meva Singh. In Punahana, Mohammad Ilyas of the Congress is leading at the moment. That's the current trends coming in from Haryana. Rania Arjun Chautala of the INLD is in the lead against an independent. Moving on to Tosham, where Shruti Chaudhary of the BJP is leading against Anirudh Chaudhary of the Congress party. Moving to Uchana Kala, Brajender Singh of the INC is leading at the moment. Dushyant Chautala is trailing. Moving to Fatehabad, the Doordarshan of the BJP is leading against Sunena Chautala of the INLD. In Hisar, Savitri Jindal is leading. That's another key constituency to watch out for. And again, we have Naib Singh Saini leading in his constituency of Ladwa. Right, let me bring in Siddharth, who is in Panchkula. Siddharth, these trends suggest that the BJP is well past the halfway mark, leading at the moment 46 seats, the Congress on 38, and the INLD barely opening his account in the state. Mr. Rajagopal in the studio says the Congress's disinformation campaign has completely failed. What are you sensing on the ground? What's the mood like in the various political camps as we speak in Haryana?
Ramesh, can you repeat your question?
Well, Siddharth, I meant to ask you about the latest trends coming in from Haryana. The BJP leading on 46 seats, the Congress a distant second at 38. And our guest in the studio says that Congress's disinformation campaign, fake news campaign has completely failed. He says, or at least three issues: Agniveer, the sports persons issue, and the farmers bill. The Congress's disinformation campaign is failing, and that has strengthened the BJP's hand and is a personal victory of sorts for Prime Minister Modi himself.
Well, definitely, Ramesh. I mean, it seems like what the honorable guest in the studio is saying, it is coming out to be true. The Congress's promises seems like and didn't prove fruitful, and that's the reason why they are trailing now. That the counting, that we are in the later stages of counting, and in few hours, in some hours from now, we'll get to know that we'll be making the government here finally. But as of now, the BJP is leading, and they have crossed the halfway mark and the majority mark, which is 46 in the 90-member constituency assembly. So certainly it seems like that the promises which the Congress, which BJP made in their manifesto just before the assembly elections, seems like that the crowd has been influenced by that mandate, and as BJP by that manifesto, and as BJP claims, that in past 10 years, the work which they have done in the entire states, from medical sector to the infrastructure, to everything for people's welfare, it seems like that it is proving fruitful now, and the results are here in front of us, wherein BJP is leading and have crossed the halfway mark, wherein Congress is trailing. And like I'll just go back to what the honorable guest in the studio has said, that the Congress's fake promises are now being unearthed by the public. This is a people's mandate, and finally the people of the state will be deciding that who's going to come into power. And it seems like it's BJP who will be continuing their third term this time around, as per the trends are saying. Ramesh.
Indeed, as Siddharth is reporting there from Panchkula, the BJP seems to be well on course for a hat-trick in Haryana. Siddharth, do stand by. Let me bring in Shabbir Dar, who is in Srinagar. Shabbir, before that, let me pull up some graphics, the latest information coming in from Jammu and Kashmir for the benefit of viewers. These are the early leads and trends on all 90 seats in Jammu and Kashmir. The BJP leading on 28, the Congress on 8, the NC on 39. Remember, the NC and the Congress are in a pre-poll alliance that totals up to 48 seats. The PDP is leading on 3 seats and others are at 12. That's the breakup of the early leads coming in from J&K. The BJP, I repeat, leading on 28, and the NC-INC alliance leading on 48. Right, let me bring in Shabbir in the discussion. Shabbir, what are the latest trends you are getting from the ground? As per our information, like I said, the BJP is slightly behind the NC-INC alliance.
Yeah, that is right. BJP is, behind the INC-NC alliance, and the mandate is clearly in favor of the National Conference and Congress alliance. And as we see that the people of Kashmir have given a rousing, mandate to the National Conference, and because that is evident from the trends, and we expect that the results at the end will be like these, as the trends show. So clearly the National Conference has been successful in connecting with the people, with their promise, and with their, with their manifesto. There has been a, huge campaign by the National Conference. They were able to go door to door in Kashmir, and in Jammu, the Congress and National Conference are behind, but still they are, making their presence felt in many areas. So clearly the 90, member constituency of Jammu and Kashmir, and we have, after the delimitation, the Lieutenant Governor has the power to nominate 5, members who have the voting rights. So that means that it will be a 95-member assembly where the majority mark would be 48. And as per these trends, we are clearly getting this, to understand that National Conference and Congress are getting, over 48 mark. So that means the National Conference and Congress are going to get the power with the people's mandate. So clearly a big win for the National Conference and Umar Abdullah, particularly because Umar Abdullah is, contesting elections from 2 constituencies, the Badgam and Ganderbal, and the trend show that he is leading from both places. So that means that, the chief ministerial candidate for this alliance is undoubtedly Umar Abdullah, and it is a big day for the National Conference, and lot of things, it will be lot for the BJP to retrospect, because in Jammu they are definitely going to get over 30, but well behind National Conference and Congress alliance, who are going to get the mandate for the power in Jammu and Kashmir.
Indeed, Shabbir, as you're reporting there, Omar Abdullah is leading, as you are saying, on 2 constituencies, Badgam and Ganderbal. Do we know about the other candidates who might be leading or trailing in Jammu and Kashmir, the key seats or candidates to watch out for?
In Srinagar, the Pradesh Congress President, Mr. Tariq Hamid Kara, who is leading from the Shalting constituency in Srinagar district, is leading. Similarly, the CPIM candidate from Kulgam is leading. He is also again the India Alliance candidate, because he is being supported in Kulgam by the National Conference and Congress Alliance. So in Anantnag, the PDP candidate is leading, Mr. Beg, and there's a tough fight between Mehbooba's daughter and National Conference candidate in Bijbehara constituency. In the latest trend, the National Conference, Mr. Bashir, National Conference candidate for the Bijbehara, Mr. Bashir Ahmed Viri, was leading, and the Iltija Mufti, the daughter of former Chief Minister and PDP leader Mehbooba Mufti, was trailing. So clearly, Kashmir from north to south, the National Conference is giving a good picture, as they are leading in majority of the seats.
Right, Shabbir and Siddharth, do stay on. We'll stay on this piece of news for a good 30-odd minutes on this broadcast. We'll stay on these election results and leads coming in from both Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir for now. Let me pull up some more information coming your way, viewers. Independents, as we are mentioning here, in Jammu Kashmir are leading on 12 seats. The Congress is leading on 8. The PDP is a distant 4th, leading on only 3 seats. Clearly, the BJP emerging as the 2nd largest party in Jammu and Kashmir, leading on 28 seats as of this moment. Independents ahead in 12 constituencies, and the Congress leading on 8, and the National Conference leading as well. So we have a INC alliance currently in the lead in Jammu and Kashmir, but the BJP, as I mentioned, is emerging as the 2nd largest party on its own, leading on 28 seats. Right, Mr. Rajagopalan, let me bring you back in the discussion. I want you to give our viewers an overview of what is happening in both Haryana and Jammu Kashmir. Now, first, if you can give our a bird's eye view of the elections. This is the first test since the 2024 Lok Sabha election, number one. And number two, the BJP seems to be in a direct fight with the Congress in these two areas. So what does that mean for the national sentiment or mood barely few months after the Lok Sabha elections, in your estimation?
My political understanding, Ramesh, the Election Commission and the government agencies have done a yeoman service, especially for Jammu Kashmir. Election Commission, hats off to them. The central police forces, they have also done immense service, along with the BSF, CRPF, CISF, whatever that protocols may be. These two, we have to acknowledge their presence, and 64 international observers have come to Jammu Kashmir. The way in which Mr. Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition, was saying in USA last month that in India the election promises, the election mode are all not that stage, and on one press of button the election commission will dance. 2024 election was not. These are all some false allegations he made. Those things have been nullified.
True.
Second, major thing, dance of democracy had its way today. Second, as you asked me to explain it, Haryana, the Bharat Jodo Yatra of Rahul Gandhi is a miserable failure. North did not take it seriously. Haryana, the way in which pomp and show, Kumari Selja, a Dalit leader, was relegated, that curse, that confusion among the three Gandhis, Sonia, Rahul, Priyanka, that also fallen flat on the face of the local leadership. Second thing, we must give credit to the regional satraps of Congress party. We must give some amount of leadership to Mr. Bhupender Singh Hooda. But for him, Congress would not have attained the 35 or 36, whatever the seat. It is his leadership. So coming to the point, the overall bird's eye view is that BJP has to do much more soul searching as far as Jammu Kashmir is concerned. Though after abrogation of 370, the government has done immense service.
Right.
The peace, the calmness, the quietness have returned to Jammu Kashmir is a kudos to them. Now it is high time for Mr. Omar Abdullah to maintain that, and he should not insist the cross-border talks. This type of it has international repercussions, but in overall totality, Narendra Modi leadership has proved beyond the point that he is for the future, and it is also ensured, Ramesh, to go into the international arena wherever the Pakistan was raising the Jammu Kashmir elections. Now it has come right very well. 76% vote turn, can you believe?
True. And talking about Jammu Kashmir, viewers, this is another graphic we have pulled up for you. Leads available on 90 seats, all 90 seats in Jammu and Kashmir. The BJP at this moment at 30 minutes past 10 local time is leading on 28. The National Conference is leading on 39. So that makes the BJP at the moment, as things stand, the second largest party in Jammu and Kashmir behind the National Conference. The Congress leading on 8 seats, as you can see on your screens right now, and the PDP leading on 4, 11 to the others. The halfway mark, 46, and at the moment, if things do not change, the NC-INC alliance is clearly ahead at the moment, given their pre-poll alliance. The BJP on its own winning or leading on 28 seats. So that's the seats position, the tally as of now at 10:30 in the morning, barely 2.5 hours into the counting of votes. We'll get some more results as we go along, and we'll get you the latest from the ground as well, from our full complement of reporters in Srinagar covering the counting of votes there across the state as well. But let me recap the current leads and tally coming in from J&K. As I mentioned, the BJP leading on 28, the Congress on 8, NC is now leading on 39, PDP on 4, and others, including independents, are leading on 11. That's the current leads coming in from all 90 seats in Jammu and Kashmir. 39 to the National Conference, 8 to the Congress, 28 to the BJP. Right, let me bring in my colleague Shabbir Dad back in the discussion. Shabbir, we're getting these leads for all 90 seats now. The Congress and the NC alliance is still in the lead. The BJP is emerging as the second largest party. What does that mean for the politics or the shape of things to come in Jammu and Kashmir?
Yeah, definitely. The National Conference and Congress, as we tend to suggest, is as you rightly said, are leading in 39 and 8 seats. So Jammu and that is a big number for this alliance, because the elections in Jammu and Kashmir are happening, for the Union Territory, first time in 10 years, and first time after the 2019 when the Article 370 and 35A were removed, and the state was bifurcated into two Union Territories of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Union Territory of Ladakh. So definitely in past 10 years, the administration led by the Lieutenant Governor did lot of development in Jammu and Kashmir, and which was at times directly monitored and influenced by the intervention of the Prime Minister and the Home Minister. So BJP was definitely riding on that that as hope that the work which was done in Jammu and Kashmir on the development front, and particularly in bringing the normalcy and peace in Jammu and Kashmir, they were expecting that the people in Kashmir would recognize and reflect that in while casting their votes. But that is there. But the National Conference has been able to actually challenge that narrative of the BJP in Kashmir, and they have been able to outnumber not only the BJP but some regional parties which are considered to be close to the BJP. They have been outnumbered by the NC Congress alliance here, as tend to suggest. So clearly the mandate in Kashmir is for the National Conference, and BJP has a lot to reflect on why the electorate in Kashmir, particularly in the 10 districts of Kashmir, were not convinced to vote for BJP. In Jammu, the BJP is expected to get over 30 seats, as I'm suggesting that they are leading in 28. So that again is putting them at number 2. They won't be able to get independents in their favor, because the independents are certainly there, but getting the independents in favor, they won't be able to cross the majority mark. So definitely, as we see that BJP is emerging the second largest party in Jammu, and in Kashmir it is a National Conference, which in a sort of way is a fractured mandate, because the people of Jammu are thinking in one way, and in Kashmir they have decided in different way.
Right, so as Shabbir is reporting
Yes.
there from Srinagar, the BJP is emerging as the second largest party in Jammu and Kashmir. But as of now, the NC-INC alliance is clearly ahead. The NC leading on 39 seats and the Congress on 8 seats. So that's a total of 47 seats. Remember, the halfway mark is 46 in the Jammu Kashmir Assembly. The BJP is leading on 20. Let's take a look at the key candidates now. Coming up on your screens, Chaudhry Lal Singh, and before that, Ghulam Ahmad Mir in Duru. He is trailing. He belongs to the Congress party. Chaudhry Lal Singh of the Congress is also trailing at Basoli in Jammu and Kashmir. Moving on to Omar Abdullah, he is contesting from Budgam as well as Gandarbal. He is leading in Budgam at the moment. Vikar Rasool Wani of the Congress is trailing in the Banihal constituency of Jammu and Kashmir. Manohar Lal Sharma of the Congress is again trailing on the Bilawar seat in Jammu and Kashmir. Tariq Hamid Karra, the INC candidate, is leading on the central Shaltang seat in Jammu and Kashmir. Advocate Abdul Rahim Rathar of the NC is leading on the Charare Sharif seat. Tanveer Sadiq of the NC is leading again on the Zadibal seat. Right, moving on to, let's get you some data from Haryana as well. in a moment. Coming up on your screens, we'll get you the latest from Haryana as well, the key candidates to watch out for and the latest tally as it stands. There we go. Leads available for all 90 seats in Haryana. The BJP leading on 48, the Congress a distant second at 35. The AAP and the JJP are still to open their account. The INLD leading on 1 and others, including independents, are getting 6. That's the leads tally as of 10:37 a.m. India time. The BJP leading on 48, clearly well past the halfway mark in Haryana. The Congress at 35 and the INLD barely managing to open its account at 1 and others getting 6 in Haryana. Let me go across to my colleague Siddharth Bharadwaj, who is standing by patiently in Panchkula, Haryana. Siddharth, fill us in on the latest you're able to pick up from the ground.
Well, definitely, Ramesh. It certainly seems like that as far as the trends are suggesting that BJP is all set to come to the third term in the state after having in power for 10 years this time around. As per the latest trends are suggesting that BJP is all set to form its government in Haryana, and in past 1.5 hours, the story has completely changed when the Congress party was ahead and the BJP were trailing, and now that the trends which we are seeing right now, which perhaps is on the television screens as well, that the BJP is leading on 48, well past the halfway mark, and in fact majority mark as well, which is 46 in the 90-member assembly constituency. So this time around now. While we were having word with some of the residents here in Panchkula, they were saying that whatever the exit polls were saying, sometimes it happens that they are just flipped upside down, and this is what exactly had happened. If you also remember, Ramesh, the exit polls were saying something else, but right now the trends which we are witnessing is something very, very different. So now, according to the trends, one thing is for sure, that if it goes like this, then BJP is all set to form its government for the third time in the states. Talking about their manifestos, Ramesh, first I come to BJP. Just before the assembly elections, they announced certain certain things for women empowerment when it comes to sport, when it comes for the farmer, which has been a very, very big issue in Haryana. They said that everything will be done for everyone, including medical sector, including the sport, including the education and road infrastructure. So it seems like that the people are now understanding it, and it's proving fruitful in the state. And as per the trends say, we'll have to wait some more, maybe 1 or 2 hours, then the picture will be more clear. When the trends started, when the counting started in the morning, they were showing something else, wherein BJP were trailing and the Congress party were leading. But now, as the trends are going on, it certainly seems like that it's a third term for the Bharatiya Janata Party, but the results are yet to be announced, the final results, and for that we have to wait and see. But as of now, if I talk about the excitement on ground, but there is no such excitement on the ground. Everything's going in a very calm manner. The party members are standing and waiting patiently for the results to be over. The counting is going on inside, and the officers who have been appointed for the same are doing their work very patiently. The atmosphere at the ground is very calm. So it seems like everything is going in a very smooth line manner here in Panchkula. I'm in Sector 1 government school, and on the other areas as well. The reports which we are getting here on the ground, as everything is going very peacefully. As far as the security is concerned, earlier in the morning we had a word with the DCP of Panchkula, who said that there's a 3-tier security which has been deployed here. Robust security measures have been put in place to make sure that everything goes in a smooth line manner. The temperature is soaring, and so are people's heart. It's a neck and neck competition. It was a neck and neck competition, in fact, but right now it is clear that BJP is leading, and all the reports which the exit polls were showing, it's nowhere right now. So the tables have turned, the tides have turned, and people here are just, standing and waiting, like I said, for the results. Everything is going in a very smooth line manner here at ground. The administration, the security is quite robust. The security measures are quite robust. No one is allowed to enter inside the premises without the identity card, the proper identification. So everything is going great. And as far as, like I said, Ramesh, the trends are concerned, then BJP is leading on 48. Remember, in the 90 member assembly constituency, the majority mark is 46, and BJP is leading on 48. They had an alliance with JJP, remember, and just before the Lok Sabha elections, the alliance got broken, and now the BJP is on its own. They required in 2019, however, the majority of 10 JJP MLAs to form the government, but this time around they have well past the majority mark, and it certainly seems like, as per the early trends, are suggesting that they're all set for the third term. Ramesh.
Right, so if you're just joining us, viewers, this is what you need to know. The BJP, defying exit pollsters, is surging ahead in Haryana. It has crossed the halfway mark of 46. It is currently leading on 48 seats in Haryana, way ahead of the Congress at 35. The INLD barely opening its account, leading on 1 seat, and others getting seats. That's the big picture coming out of Haryana at this moment, barely 2.5 hours into the counting of votes. Trends available for all 90 seats now in Haryana. As I mentioned, the BJP set for a hat-trick in Haryana, well past the halfway mark, the mark of 46, currently leading on 48 seats. The Congress on 35, INLD on 1, and others at 6. Let's pull up some more graphics for you of the key candidates, the key contests in Haryana. Savitri Jindal leading on Hisar. Naib Singh Saini, the incumbent Chief Minister, leading on Ladwa seat. Moving to Punhana, Muhammad Ilyas of the Congress party is at the moment leading. Arjun Chautala of the INLD leading on the Rania seat. These are the key contests to watch out for. Shruti Chaudhary of the BJP leading on the Tosham seat against Anirudh Chaudhary of the Congress. Moving on to Uchanakala, Brijender Singh of the INC is currently in the lead against Dushyant Chautala of the JJP party. In Fatehabad, Doordarshan of the BJP is leading against INLD's Sunena Chauhan. And like I mentioned, in Hisar, Savitri Jindal is currently leading against Dr. Kamal Gupta of the BJP. Right, time to go back to my guest joining us on this broadcast, Ms. Rajagopalan, veteran journalist. Ms. Rajagopalan, before we went to our reporters on the ground, you were telling our viewers about the reasons for the BJP's performance at the moment as we speak in Haryana and emerging as the second largest party on its own in Jammu Kashmir. What's the central message that is being sent out by the BJP? Like you mentioned, the first test after the elections of the Lok Sabha 2024, and also BJP locked in a direct contest with the Congress in these two, in Jammu Kashmir as well as in Haryana.
You put me 3 questions.
Yes.
I will answer 2.
Please.
And leave the option 3rd to me.
Okay.
First.
Yes.
From 2024 to Lok Sabha to Vidhan Sabha, Narendra Modi is on the rise in the national scenario. Second, Narendra Modi, in his 2012-13 slogan was, first Lok Sabha, Congress Mukt Bharat.
Right.
He is ensuring that even in 2024.
That remains very much alive.
Very much alive. Though Congress would have taken some shot in the Lok Sabha also from 54 to 92, 98. They did not cross 3 digit. Decimated Congress. Third, Mr. Narendra Modi's popularity has not,
Been dented.
Waned away or disappeared, whatever that, in whatever terminology you can use it. Second, the major point, Ramesh, Mr. Narendra Modi's popularity ensured the Dharti ka Putra, son of the soil, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. Where is he? He was released only last month. He made a hue and cry. In 2014, he went to Varanasi to contest against Narendra Modi. Where is Arvind Kejriwal today? In Haryana. It is his home state. Sunita Kejriwal went and campaigned. And second thing, as a election observer for last 40 years, I have covered parliament and assembly elections. The way in which Haryana Congress was going down and down, I have been saying from the day one, because of two reasons, Ramesh. One, Himachal Pradesh and Haryana go together always. You have to club. In political terminology, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, Gujarat, Maharashtra. If you have cluster them, Haryana got a negative wave from Himachal Pradesh. The defeat of Congress in Haryana was due to failure of the freebies.
Right.
And also the Himachal Pradesh government could not pay to the salaries of the employees. Similarly, that also worked in Haryana. Then second thing, Narendra Modi, Amit Shah combination. Narendra Modi addressed 12 rallies, whereas Amit Shah addressed 58 rallies in Haryana. Total 58, not 1 or 2. The caste combination.
Right.
Keep Jat away, project non-Jats. So that paid dividends. That's my assessment.
Right.
I may be wrong. I want to be corrected also by you.
You make a valid point, Mr. Rajagopalan. Thank you as always. Pleasure as always to talk to you and gain your insights into the political pulse of the nation, as it were. Thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. We'll keep coming back to you for more as we go along. But viewers, time for a very short break on this special broadcast. We'll continue more information on the other side from both Jammu Kashmir and Haryana just for you. Keep watching DD India. Don't go anywhere just yet.
Kolkata, the city of joy, the capital of the eastern state of West Bengal in India, has long been one of the leading metro cities and cultural centers of the nation. Home to over 14 million people, the city is known for its celebration of Bengali traditions and cultural diversity. The city was once a center of colonial power. The Grand Victoria Memorial is reminiscent of that colonial past. Kolkata district.
You're watching DD India News Hour. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. Let's get you some more news now. First to West Asia. The Israeli military continues to bomb the southern suburbs of Beirut and other locations in Lebanon. On Monday, Israel, within the space of just 1 hour, carried out airstrikes on 120 targets in southern Lebanon, including the Radwan Special Forces units, Hezbollah's missile force and its intelligence directorate. The Hezbollah has not commented yet on the claims. It issued a statement and an evacuation warning in Lebanon for anyone near the coastline from the Avali River southwards. Now, that river is about 30 kilometers from Beirut along the country's coastline. Meanwhile, Hezbollah continued firing rockets at Israel's third largest city of Haifa. The Hamas, meanwhile, also targeted Israel's commercial capital of Tel Aviv with a missile salvo, setting off sirens. The Israeli military said 190 projectiles had entered Israeli territory on Monday. There were at least 12 injuries. Hurricane Milton intensifies into Category 5 storm, threatening the U.S. state of Florida with a second ferocious hurricane in weeks. Milton, which is forecast to batter Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula as it churns eastward, has rapidly intensified into the highest category storm, triggering evacuation orders and warnings of savage conditions on Florida's western coast. Officials say that the new hurricane is even denser and more dangerous than Hurricane Helene that battered the region weeks ago. Governor Ron DeSantis has declared 51 out of Florida's 67 counties under a state of emergency. Authorities say that Milton is expected to cause severe flash floods by dumping 10 to 15 inches of rainwater. Milton is forecast to remain an extremely dangerous hurricane through landfall in Florida. In other news, rivers in the Amazon rainforest are suffering because of Brazil's worst drought since at least the 1950s. Scientists predict the Amazon region may not fully recover moisture levels until 2026. Last year, the drought became a humanitarian crisis in Brazil as people reliant on rivers were stranded without food, water or medicine. The port of Manaus measured the Rio Negro River at 12.66 meters on Friday, surpassing the previous all-time low recorded last year and still falling rapidly. Wildfires in Bolivia have burned through more than 24.7 million acres this year, smashing records for its worst ever fire season and scorching an area the size of Iceland or Cuba. Bolivia's government declared a national disaster. Fires have propelled Bolivia past devastating fire years in 2010 and 2019. Santa Cruz, a wealthy farming region in the country's eastern lowlands near Brazil, has been the hardest hit, accounting for almost 7 million hectares of the total active fires. Firefighters combat the flames and water bombers dropping tanks to support the squads deployed in the field. The Democratic Republic of Congo has expanded its Mpox vaccination campaign, with health workers in North Kivu and South Kivu provinces receiving the shots. Many at-risk individuals remain unvaccinated as the country battles to contain a widespread outbreak. The rollout follows Saturday's limited launch, where a small number of officials were vaccinated in Goma. Congo has reported over 30,000 suspected and confirmed Mpox cases since January, accounting for 90% of Africa's cases this year, according to the World Health Organization. With 265,000 vaccine doses available and more expected, health authorities aim to curb the virus's spread, which the WHO declared a public health emergency of international concern in the month of August. The European Space Agency launched an asteroid probe mission on Monday to investigate the scene of a cosmic crash 2 years ago. The Hera asteroid probes blasted off from Florida in the U.S. on a SpaceX rocket. It aims to inspect the damage done by U.S. Space Agency NASA's spacecraft when it smashed into an asteroid during the first test of Earth's planetary defenses in 2022. The return visit to the Dimorphos asteroid 2 years after the historic collision marks the latest step in efforts to see whether an incoming small asteroid could, if needed, be deflected from Earth to prevent potentially widespread damage. The mission is key to turning the kinetic impact into a technique that could help save the Earth from incoming asteroids in the future. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of DD India News Hour. But you can get all the latest news and updates on the DD India mobile app. It's available on Android and iOS platforms. You can scan the QR code on the screen to download it. Let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X and Instagram. You can also check out our website ddindia.co.in. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran from all of us here in New Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India News Hour.